Ahead on Fishing Australia, the majestic southwest wilderness of Tasmania, and a giant trout adventure that can only be described as epic. I've been coming to Tasmania for years, and it remains one of my favourite angling adventure destinations. Throughout this heritage-listed wilderness, the many rivers and lakes are home to a variety of species. But it goes without saying that Tasmania has some of the best trout fishing in the world. And this time, I'm on the hunt for a trout of mythical proportions. Just over an hour's drive west of Hobart is Tayana, a tiny hamlet in the Derwent Valley Shire, and a trout mecca. It's here that I meet up with an old friend, David Dick, a local who's been fishing the Tayana and numerous other locations around these parts for years. After checking into my base at the National Park Hotel, it's just a couple of minutes to our first spot. How good is this? We're quite literally 2 minutes walk from the National Park Hotel where we're based, and this is the Tayana River. It pretty much runs a circuit around the hotel. A lot of water you can fish just walking from your room to here. Yeah. Beautiful river, Dave.
Yes, magic river, mate. One of the best in Australia, I reckon.
Yeah, big-headed trout and a variety of types of fishing. What do you got on the cards for us here this morning, mate?
I think with no fish rising, we might just go a bit of nymphing, so yeah.
Let's get into it. I'll let you lead the way for a start and see how the locals do it first, and then go from there. Dave comes from a long line of fly fishermen, right back to his grandfather, who was a professional salmon fisherman in Scotland, and who, remarkably, was legally blind and fished by feel. Hey, there we go. 2 minutes in. A beautiful little trout. Basically,
it was a bit slow, wasn't it?
2 heavy nymphs on the bottom that he's just passing past fish that he knows there, because he knows the river really well. And watching the line for any tweaks or stops, and there we go. A beautiful little trout. The little nymphs we're using is basically made to ride hook up so they can bounce over the rocks. Bit of an innovation there.
Jig hook it's called.
Unhook him, barbless. Yep, slips out so easy. And we'll let him go.
Yeah, mate. Good mate.
Little star. With Dave on the board, it was my turn. Go. Good warm up to this type of fishing. Beautiful little fish. It's fantastic to try. I've done a lot of fly fishing, of course, and taught it for a fair few years as well. But you're always learning something new, aren't you? Trying different things. This check nymphing is really a sort of refinement of stuff that we do when we first started nymphing on the rivers, and taking it to the extreme. And look at that for a beautiful little fish. He's quite a good growth rate here too, yeah?
Yeah, very good growth rate, so he won't be that size for very long.
I wish you luck, little trout. I hope you get to that safe size of about... At what point would he be safe from the big trout?
Oh, 3+ pounds, yeah.
All right, mate.
Yeah. Grow 2 to 3 pound.
Grow to 3 pound quick, fella, and then you're safe in the river from the big fellas that we're going to no doubt see during this adventure. All right, we'll pop him back. This warm-up was a nice start, but those tiny trout were nothing compared to what we would encounter in days to come. Holy dooly!
Here we go.
Holy dooly!
That's what we're here for, mate.
I'm in Tasmania's southwest wilderness on a very special giant trout fishing adventure. With me is an old friend, Dave Dick, who's joining me to explore the various parts of the Derwent Valley Shire, where the likes of trout and salmon can be found in abundance. One of the beauties of our base at the National Park in the southwest corner of Tasmania is that there's dozens of rivers, lakes and streams that you can fish, and the rivers go for kilometres and kilometres, and Dave's quite literally got hundreds of spots. You wouldn't fit them all into a year or two, let alone a lifetime. Now, Dave, what's the plan here on this particular stretch of river?
Oh, I think we'll just start with some lures, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, seeing the water's up a little bit and all that sort of thing, and we'll fly fish secondary sort of thing after you put the lures in, and yeah, see what happens again. You never know your luck.
Sounds like a good plan. Visiting places like this magical little river to fish, or to simply experience Tasmania's diverse nature as a sightseer, is truly rewarding. There is so much to see and do, whether you're an adventure seeker or just looking to take in this unique environment. And you can find out more by going to discovertasmania.com.au. In the meantime, I had a visitor. Well, there you go. First fish for this session. A small Atlantic salmon. Obviously it's migrated up here from way down in the sea, or probably escaped from one of the fish farms upstream or something like that, but we'll get him up and have a look here. They've got a lot of fight in the Atlantics. They're a very aggressive fish. He's hit a pretty big lure too. They look like a brown trout, but what gives them away is that long, skinny shape, slight fork in the tail. There you go there. Yeah, it looks a lot like a brown trout, but it's an Atlantic salmon. That's a jointed, and they're slippery. And they got a lot of energy. Come on, fella, settle down. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here. I'm gonna let you go. There you go. There's another look at him there. I'll pop him back in the water. It'd be a great tucker if you're out camping, and that's exactly what I do when I'm touring around Tassie in the motorhome or with my friends. I'll get him back in the water, let him go. There you go, mate. Any action there, mate?
Oh, a bit quiet for me. How'd you go?
Yeah, I've got the one, but, you know, classic lure fishing, a few casts in each spot, and I'm keen to move up. It looks like some nice runs further up where we can throw the lure in there. That old check nymphing might be good up there too, mate.
Could be good in that fast water, mate. Yeah, worth a look.
Alrighty,
We'll head up, eh?
Woo! You just never know. This guy's hardly woken up yet. Fished all the deep holes. And lo and behold, in 6 inches of water, just up in this little run here, out from under a rock comes this beauty. Woohoo! Okay. He's unwrapped himself now, was rolled up in the line, which is a lot better because when they're wrapped in it, they can really ping that line easy. And just goes to show, I mean, my preferred style is to have a few casts in each spot and keep moving, looking for fresh fish. Usually you get that reaction bite in the first few casts. Sometimes you can pester them into biting, but that just takes longer. So I like to move, and, you know, in country like this, why wouldn't you want to go on a good hike? It's bushwalking and fishing combined. It's a beautiful fish. Oh, you know, he's not quite done yet. Not quite as big as I first thought, but still a trophy fish. Not well, for me it is, not by David Dick standards. He gets them a lot bigger again. He's up the river somewhere. I'll get him here. Come here, fella. Yeah, you'll be right, mate. You settle down there. They do a lot of that, a lot of body rolling and stuff. There we go. Where are you, fella? You're a good boy. There you go. Beauty. Woohoo! How's that for a Tassie brown trout? Beautiful colours, genetically pure fish. You know, if you were going to come up here fishing, you know, you're a good chance of catching one of these, and certainly a lot, you know, in the 2 to 3 pound markies, probably about 4 or 5. And great eating if you're camping as well or travelling around. But generally keep a smaller pan size one. We'll get this guy back in the water. Beautiful big brown trout in another magic part of Tassie. Bit of a swim there in the water. And
Off he goes.
Next on Fishing Australia, that pure strain of trout I just mentioned. Tasmania has a variety of sought-after freshwater angling species, including brown, brook and rainbow trout, along with Atlantic salmon. The island is best known for its wild brown trout fishery, which is revered the world over, and good rains in recent years have made the fishing awesome. Whether you're a first-timer or a well-travelled trout angler, visitors to Tasmania will find an extensive variety of environs and fishing styles to choose from. One place you'll need to visit before your trip is the Inland Fisheries website at www.ifs.tas.gov.au. Here you'll find information on licences, rules and regulations. The site also has other essential information, including angler access brochures that'll help you make the most of the fishing in each specific waterway. The Inland Fisheries Service also has a cool utility app called InFish, which has detailed information on over 150 hotspots, including maps, regulations and fishing reports. It's available on the Apple App Store or on Google Play. Another beautiful morning in Tasmania's Derwent Valley Shire, and Dave's plan is to visit another section of the Tayana River. You can bait, lure or fly fish here, but more notably, this stretch of the Tayana can hold up to 150 trout per 100 metres. And that's more than enough incentive to start in earnest our hunt for a massive trout.
It's getting down this one. Look, I'm on the rocks there. Oh, I've got him.
Fish,
Big fish.
Big fish.
Big fish. Woo! Oh, yeah. Howly dooly.
There we go.
Holy dooly.
That's what we're here for, mate.
Just like
No,
that.
get him up, head up.
Oh, my goodness.
You thought it was a rock. You've
no,
only just got him too. You've only just got him. We could lose this fish.
Wow. Wow, change your lure.
Just light drag, very light drag.
It's a big buck brown trout. We were just about to switch to the fly too, because it's a great little run here for the check nymphing, but we thought, we'll try a bigger lure, change the lure.
Beauty.
And then bang, big aggressive response. And we like the gold coloured lure because it looks like a trout or the spotted dog pattern. But bang, we have a ripper trout on, Dave.
Maybe 6 pound or so.
Yeah. I've only got about half a kilo pressure on that at the most. If he grabs that line and that fish kicks, he can do it. You gonna tail him, champ?
Yeah, in a sec.
Yeah. There. Oh, I'll grab him. I'll happily grab him, mate.
No, I'll grab him. Just wait, you've got to let him settle.
Yeah.
There he is.
Woohoo! Look at that! There's a beautifully conditioned trout. There's the big gold lure we put on. That's a Rapala CD7. Beautiful trout lure. One of my favourites. That is just
great lure.
Yeah, what a way to open our account. Wild Tasmanian trout and the purest strain in the world.
Well, they're saying that now because all the native stocks have been restocked from, problems they've had with industry and things like that, pollution in the rivers. So they're now claiming that the Tasmanian strain of trout's the oldest and wildest genetics in the world. So
yeah, and that's why people
pretty
come
lucky.
here. And it is the land of 1,000 lakes.
Yep. Ready, buddy? Beautiful.
Well, how about that? We had a few casts and it was looking slow.
It was looking very slow.
Even the sort of 1 to 3 pounders that you see a lot of just weren't there. We don't know where they went. And then bang, the big one like that.
Gold.
Beautiful fish. And he snapped one of the hooks off the lure.
Yep, there you go.
So the other trebles have held. So
Strong fish, mate.
and you just don't know when that luck's going to happen like that, do you?
Yep, no. Just random. Beautiful.
What a way to start.
That's why you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
What can you do? More fishing, I guess.
Catch another one. Let's go again.
It was certainly a good start and a big step toward our goal of finding that trout of mythical proportions. This is just a small section of the Derwent Valley Shire, where the fishing and fun are well and truly beyond expectation. And whether you're angling or just seeking to immerse yourself in some special places, just go to discovertasmania.com.au to learn all about visiting this amazing part of the world. Coming up, could this myth become reality? Potential fish of a lifetime.
This could be a trophy fish.
Absolutely massive. I'm in Tasmania's Derwent Valley Shire on a mission to find the massive trout that are known the world over to inhabit these parts. Our hunt has been centred around the Tayana River, where catching a specimen 10 pounds and over is not uncommon. My base for this expedition is the National Park Hotel, a boutique property and pub overlooking the Mountfield National Park. Built in the 1920s, it's recently been refurbished, yet still retains its classic country charm. The rooms are far from your typical lodgings, stylish and comfortable, each with their own character. And as for the restaurant, well, let's just say it has a well-earned reputation for serving the fresh quality produce that Tasmania is renowned for.
Tasmania is known for its food, so we try and use as much of the local produce as possible. The steak that you have is aged King Island steak, and the vegetables, as much as possible, we get them from the local gardens and so on.
For more information about bookings and things to do here, go to nationalparkhotel.com.au. Just a few minutes' drive from the hotel, the Tayana River has been a hotbed of trout activity. Joined by my friend Dave, I'd already caught a couple of very decent trout, but this next session was going to be an eye-opener. Got him. See that?
Yep, beautiful. Another big one.
Yeah.
You beauty.
Yeah.
He's going to go spare. Let him run. Let him run, yep. We'll get back out, mate. Just back up against this log. It's the go.
I don't think I've had this much fun fly fishing in a long time.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it?
The numbers of wild fish and, you know, I could stand here all day doing this. Just being able to see fish and cast to them in clear water. You're entertained the whole time. You know, sight fishing, fly fishing.
Pull him away.
Pristine
pull him to the side.
environment.
Yep.
It's where it all comes together.
3 pound fish again.
Yeah.
Easy 3. I'll come and grab it if you like.
Oh, I don't mind.
You all right?
Yeah. I grab him on the head like that sometimes. Here you go. I got him, you grab the fly rod. Oh, okay. I'll pass him to Dave.
Get a good grip. Another cracker. Look at that. That's 3.5 pound easy.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
I'm besides myself. Beautiful. Let's get him back.
Yeah, look at that thick shoulders, beautiful.
Catching a trout like that in a place like this is so rewarding. And though it was a few pounds, it's nowhere near the size of those we knew were around. But all that was about to change. Well, if it couldn't get any better, I think, oh, watch that rock, I've hooked a potential fish of a lifetime.
This could be a trophy fish.
Absolutely massive, significantly bigger than anything we've seen. He's on the rock there, come out.
This is a trophy fish.
Yeah. We're not quite sure how he's hooked yet, so we're just being very careful. We've got 2 flies, and if they're tight on one another, it could bust us off. Look at the size of him, significantly bigger than anything we've caught so far. Oh, he's awkward. Awkward, 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 awkward. Yeah, we got him. All right, and that's what we're talking about. So he's taken that one there in the mouth, and this one just whipped around and got him in the tail. That's a beautiful
Pull that out of his tail. If you can. It's in well.
Yep.
You got the line across my head there.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll get the forceps out. Surgery equipment.
Yep.
That's out. One fly's out. Okay. Oh, he actually busted the first fly off in the mouth. That's how lucky we were.
It's broken?
Yeah, that's why I took it
his
easy.
too.
So it was only the tail fly that was holding on. We'll get that fly out too.
Look at that.
Yeah. Now, guesstimates on the weight, mate?
Oh,
8.5, maybe more.
he's better than 8.
Better than 8. Did he crack the magic 10-pound mark?
He's probably right on the 10.
Right on the 10. Woohoo! Oh, look how we get that fly out there. I like to do this.
Barbless, so it should
Yep.
be easy.
Got the fly out, the second fly's out. Look at that! For a trophy Taina brown trout. Oh.
Trophy fish.
Let's get him back, eh? Get him down in the water.
There you go, buddy.
The Taina had proven to be a magical fishing ground with some of the best trout angling I'd ever seen. We'd been persistent and luck had been on our side. But with these perfect conditions, the Tassie wilderness was still calling out. Next time, chasing the fish of a lifetime. I'm sort of lost for words here.
Oh.